If you're planning to visit Universal Orlando Resort during your next family vacation, you'll want to spend at least a day or so at Universal's marvelous South Seas-inspired water theme park, Volcano Bay. This tropical oasis features 4 themed areas inspired by the Pacific Islands. Each has its own unique vibe while offering a nice mix of both thrilling and relaxing experiences that everyone in your party will appreciate. Keep watching to learn about the very best rides at Volcano Bay, Universal Orlando. Waturi Beach. What better way could there be to combat the midsummer heat than by enjoying a nice relaxing swim? This sparkling lagoon can be found at the base of Krakatau volcano. The waves are always perfect over at Waturi Beach, but even if you're just looking for a place to lay out a towel and read a book while the rest of your family is splashing about, this is one of our favorite places to relax in the park. Swim, splash, and enjoy the breathtaking views before gearing up to experience some of Volcano Bay's more thrilling attractions. Krakatau Aqua Coaster. This is Volcano's flagship ride, and we've got to say it's a doozy. The Krakatau Aqua Coaster is nothing short of a marvel of engineering. After you and your crew hop aboard a 4-person raft, you'll find your way zooming over slick hills, dashing around, weaving twists and turns, and plunging down gut-sinking drops as you make your way through the misty Krakatau volcano side. Patented magnet technology powers the ride, making it feel like you're on a roller coaster on land. You might even forget for a second you're on water. The Aqua Coaster finishes up with one last epic plunge. After you catch your breath, more than likely you'll already be ready for round 2. Since this ride is one of the most popular at the park, you'd be wise to try to experience it earlier in the day before the lines get too long. Ohyah and Ohno Drop Slide. Over at Rainforest Village region of the park is this fantastic water ride. The Ohyah and Ohno Drop Ride features 2 Serpentine slides that are sure to be one of the highlights of your trip. If you want to experience the Ohyah slide, you'll first have to climb up a cliff before plunging down into the gurgling waters that'll twist and wind you about before dropping you 4 feet below in a splash pool. To access the arguably more exciting Ohno slide, you'll have to navigate a challenging rope bridge that leads you to a 6-foot drop in the same plunge pool. Kopiko Winding River. If you need to take a break from all this slipping and sliding, take your relaxation to new heights with a float down this classic lazy river. There's something so inviting about kicking back on a water tube for a while and letting the current guide you down a gentle stream. Honu Ika Moana. On this ride, guests can choose from 2 slides, either Honu or Ika Moana. Since Honu is faster and higher, it's clearly the more exciting. Even so, Ika Moana is still worth riding and shouldn't be viewed as inferior. Each slide features multi-person animal-themed rafts. After plunging down the first descent, you'll fly up one of the 2 giant walls while moving faster and higher the further down you go, all while surfing the undercurrents and zooming through long tubes. Taniwha Tubes. This set of 4 raft slides can be ridden either solo or in pairs. They aren't the most outrageous slides in the park, but when lines are long on everything else, they make for a pretty decent break from the heat of the Florida sun. Maku Pulhi Round Raft Ride. In the Waturi language, Maku translates as wet and Pulhi as wild. And wet and wild is exactly what you can expect from this riveting ride. After boarding a 6-person raft, you'll plunge through a lava tube that speeds through a dark and twisting path before dumping you out into a cavern where your raft will begin to spin around uncontrollably. Water cannons and geysers will soak you and your raft mates as you dive through a second lava tube before getting catapulted out into a long tunnel that rocks you back and forth through a series of slides before finally splashing you down in a pool at the bottom. Ko'okiri Body Plunge. Think you have guts? Well, put them to the test with this adrenaline-inducing thrill ride. Ko'okiri Body Plunge is undoubtedly the most daring ride at Volcano Bay. It's not for the faint of heart. After loading yourself into a capsule, you'll have to brace yourself for several seconds before a trapdoor opens underneath you, dropping you right through the center of the volcano. You'll plummet at a 70-degree angle down a 125-foot slide that almost feels like a vertical freefall. You'll be screaming your head off before dropping into a clear splash pool surrounded by curious onlookers. TapTu Play Experiences. When you first enter the park, you'll be given a wearable watch-like device that does everything from allowing you to make contactless purchases to holding your place in line as you play in the wave pool with your friends and family. As you explore Volcano Bay, be on the lookout for this symbol. When you come across one, you can activate it with your TapTu wearable, cueing some sort of fun and unexpected surprise. Most of the time, these surprises consist of a splash or jet of water, but some of them will throw you for a loop. Before we tell you more, be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to Viewcation if you haven't already. TeAwa, the Fearless River. Looking for a whitewater adventure in the middle of Florida? If so, this ride will be right up your alley. Just be advised you'll need to put on a life vest before taking on the ferocious onslaught of intense waves and rapids in this fast-paced river ride. Basically, it's the exact opposite of a lazy river, but strangely, it's pretty much just as relaxing. Kola and Taniwha Serpentine Body Slides. If you enjoyed Ko'okiri Body Plunge but wished it was a little longer, hop in line to ride one of these two Serpentine slides. It's best to time it if possible so you and a friend ride at the same time, because these two slides have a very interesting twist. Two sliders are simultaneously drop-down slides via a set of trapdoors. Throughout their descent, their paths crisscross several times as they plunge down through a maze of intertwining tubes. The green Taniwha slide is a bit more intense than the blue Kola slide, but both are pretty exhilarating. Visit Vol the Volcano Spirit. While this one's not really a ride, it's still pretty cool to see. Deep inside Krakatau, you'll come across this trickster of a volcano spirit, but be warned, he might splash you unexpectedly with a blast of water. Punga Racers. While one of the less intense rides at the park, Punga Racers is still a thrilling experience. The ride is a body slide that pits 4 racers against each other in individual lanes. After emerging from an underwater sea cavern, the winner of the race receives a salute from the great Punga himself. Now it's time to hear from you. Have you ever ridden on any of these rides? Let us know in the comments section below. And before you go, make sure you give this video a like and subscribe to Viewcation if you haven't already. Click the bell icon to stay updated on all our latest content.